Since March of 2015, Yemen has been caught up in a devastating conflict that has taken a severe toll on civilians. The magnitude of the humanitarian emergency and its impact on children has been far beyond what the government or humanitarian actors were prepared to handle. As war enveloped the country, security vanished. The economy collapsed, and fear and deprivation swept across the nation. An estimated 2.3 million people were displaced from their homes, including more than 400,000 children. Before the conflict erupted, there were already about 1.6 million school-aged children in Yemen with no access to schools. Since the start of the conflict, another 1.8 million Yemeni students have lost access to education. Combining those figures, the estimated number of Yemeni children with no opportunity to go to school now stands at 3.4 million. Armed groups have occupied more than 50 schools, mostly in Taiz governorate. The schools are being used as military bases, while the armed groups recruit out-of-school children to join their ranks. Pens and textbooks that students once grasped as tools to build a brighter future have been replaced by weapons of destruction. In total, more than 3,500 schools closed due to the conflict. 174 of them were completely destroyed, and more than 600 others have been damaged. 260 schools are now shelters for internally displaced families. In the midst of these grim realities, Raeduun for Sustainable Development and its international partners initiated 3 responses in the education sector. These responses have been designed to reintegrate out-of-school children into formal or informal education programs and support the continuity of the education system. Since August of 2015, Raeduun's programs have affected 47,000 vulnerable students spread across Taiz, Ib, Sana'a, Al-Dala, and Saada governorates. Raeduun established temporary learning centers in 3 rural communities in Taiz governorate, reaching more than 725 students. Students enrolled in the Learning Center projects attend class between 9 and 12 hours a week. Classes are taught using the standard public school curriculum across 12 grade levels, with an average class size of 21 students. Operation of the Learning Centers has additionally provided employment to over 40 teachers from these local communities. In Ib, Raeduun assisted 125 vulnerable students to register for school, including students originating from Taiz, Sana'a, and Al-Dala, who had been displaced with their families by the conflict. Beneficiary students were provided with uniforms, backpacks, and other school supplies required for them to enroll in school. Raeduun also provided school supplies to a government school in Taiz, where nearly 40% of the 500 students are from displaced families. Additionally, Raeduun partnered with the Ministry of Education to distribute more than 390,000 textbooks in Sana'a, Saada, and Al-Dala, reaching more than 46,000 students in government schools. Raeduun is coordinating its responses in the education sector with the Ministry of Education and the Yemen Education Cluster, which is led by UNICEF and Save the Children. Together with its international partners, Raeduun is working to scale up its responses to reach more out-of-school children and restore hope to more communities.